Alright, how we doing, folks? Your boy, Marcus18205, the numbers after the name. Game's beaten, man. And this one, normally I throw up the Instagram post before I even beat it. Or before I even beat it, before I even put up the video. But this one, I was like, I just gotta get, it's Monday, it works. I gotta get 4th of July, whatever, happy holidays, all that jazz. It works. But game number 20, man, swung a little right or a little left, I guess, from the Uncharted game, Uncharted 4. And decided to spend some time with Inside. It wasn't too long of a game. Made from the guys that created Limbo. If you're not too familiar with it, and you could probably honestly tell by the art style of it. This is the end of the game, so if you want to remain spoiler-free, go ahead. Having said that, I don't really think the spoiler is going to be too crazy for you. The art style and the direction and the feel that this game causes, is something very unique. I, in all fairness, probably didn't have that many feelings stirring up in me when I played Limbo. I took it for what it was worth, but I never really... I liked it as a game. I never thought it was the masterpiece that everyone portrayed. On the other hand, Inside, though, now this one, wow. And how much help does a little splash of color do? And how much help does the right lighting do? And how much help does the right sound do? So this is the end of the game. I'm playing this kind of this big blob. But most of the game you play as a kid. And the game starts, the game had me hooked from the beginning. I was only going to honestly try it out. And then I was going to be like, well, maybe I'll keep going on Uncharted and I'll come back to it, whatever. But it hooked me because you get to the title screen, you hit new game, and just off of the title screen itself, you automatically, your character starts running. And you start the game. No intros, no huge cutscenes, no anything. Just the simplicity of that. I was like, thank you. You don't know what you're running from. You don't know who you're running from. There's people in the background. There's people sometimes show in the foreground. There's dogs that later come in. You go in the water, whatnot. Amazing. Amazing just all the stuff going on over there. And you don't really fully know what's going on. In all fairness, you get to the end of the game, and I still don't really know what's going on. I ended up giving it a 9.5 out of 10. The only reason I took it at 0.5 is because a lot of the game took place on the water. Having said that, I can't name you a better game, or a game that performs better than this one in terms of underwater and water combat. Water, when it comes to platforming, is normally just, ugh. Let me give you a game like Daikon Country, for example. Really good platformer. Love the series. The water stages are probably the worst. And their water stages are okay, too. But they're probably the worst. Insides, though, I think I'd be willing to say that 40% of the game takes place underwater or some sort of puzzles that involve water. There's some anti-gravitational puzzles in terms of water. Water's all of a sudden above you. There's stuff like this where all of a sudden you're just stuck in water and you got to find your way out. I felt like it never really gave me the same puzzle twice, which was something very refreshing and something cool. The puzzles were easy enough to figure out. There's hidden stuff throughout the game. I think there might be like 14 different hidden things. Speaking loosely, I'm not 100% sure about that. Maybe like 14. I probably got like 7. I think I got like half just on my own. They're pretty well indicated. I feel like a lot of them, they have this yellow like cord thing going in, a rope thing that you could get into. And also, if you just put yourself into where would I put kind of thing mode, which is when I play these games, you can figure it out, right? So you have a path to the left, a path to the right. Hey, go to the left one first. Oh, okay, that one seems like a dead end. Let me keep going that way and then go to the right. Unfortunately, there's sometimes when I made that decision the opposite way. I'll be like, oh, let me go to the right. And then that one ends up being the path, and you're like, oh, I can't get back to the left. That's where the replayability comes in. When you beat the game, which is really cool, when you beat the game, it starts all over automatically. You go right to the beginning. And I honestly, I played a little bit of the beginning section. I was like, this game is just too good. A lot of underwater stuff, which was, it was very well done, but I prefer the land stuff. So I ended up giving it just a 9.5. The visuals and the lighting is sensational. To me, the audio and the acoustics in the game were even more sensational. And here in this last part, you actually get to hear a couple things. But throughout most of the game is silent, with the exception of, some background stuff and some background noises. When you turn into this thing, though, it's a rampage. You start like breaking through buildings and stuff. It's a rampage of just noise and destruction, just kind of a symbolism, I guess, of what your character now represents. And everything in the game really felt placed in that fashion of everything meant something. Whether you fully understand it or not, it did mean something at some point to someone in some way. And sometimes this game is kind of like a nightmare. Sometimes this game is beautiful. Sometimes this game is confusing. And the ending, I think, has been in a lot of heat. This is I think there's two endings. This is the normal ending, quote unquote, and then there's another ending which I believe if I got all the, I'm not actually sure of this, but I believe if I got every single power up thing, not power up, but every single collectible, there was a spot in the game where I could, I guess, go into, and that'll be the alternative ending. I probably won't play it again, at least not anytime soon. If I do, I will definitely refer maybe to a walkthrough just to make sure I get all those collectibles, because I thought I did a pretty good job searching them this time. So some of them are a little bit difficult to find, and I'd be curious to see that. But I might just watch the other ending on the interwebs as well. Let me know, man. If you guys are playing inside, let me know how you feel, man. I have a feeling you're gonna feel a lot close to how I feel, man. Your boy Marcos, man. Do the rest of the day.